Hey everyone, today I decided I was going to do another book review, and I did one book review already. The thing is, I show this book all the time, and I've never actually done my review on this particular book. Now, of course, you guys will recognize this from a lot of my other videos. It's called Paper Money of the United States. It's a complete illustrated guide with valuations. So to me, that covers just about everything that I'm looking for. It's illustrated, so you get to see pictures front and back of all the notes. The pictures are full color, and look at what it contains. It tells you right here on the bottom. Large size notes, fractionals, small sized, encased postage stamps, colonial and continental currency, Confederate notes, error notes, postage envelopes. It basically has anything and everything you could want as far as collecting goes. Now, it's put up by Arthur L. and Ira S. Freyberg. The Freybergs were the ones that incorporated the numbering system for notes. So if a number has an FR number, the FR is Freyberg, these guys. So, why is this book so special? Well, to start with, if you'll notice right here, all the chapters are color-coded. And once you figure out all the colors, it's very easy to start going through and figuring out where particular notes are. You can just go through that color coding and figure everything from there. Let's take a peek at this. Well, some of the important things I want to point out is this one is the 21st edition. You can see that right there, 21st edition. And some of you bookworms may want to take a peek at this. This is the ISBN number. So if you wanted to look up this book and find the exact one that I use, this is it right here. So there's the ISBN number. Now, being full color is just incredible. You've got every different type of note. You can see them front and back, full color. You can see all the different grading and prices of every single note on here. Even if you don't have a whole lot of notes, just to see what's available to you is pretty impressive. So this is definitely just an incredible wealth of knowledge. Now, the way it's organized is, I guess you'd say by year. They start with, a bunch of informational stuff telling you about the seals and colors, sizes, signatures, all kinds of great info. Mules right here. That alone is worth reading. Then it goes into colonial currency. So you're talking 1700s, and then you get continental currency, and that's what all these tabs here refer to. And it just shows endless prices on every single type of thing. Then you get into the Treasury Notes of the War of 1812. Then you get to large size notes. These start to look familiar to some of the things that I've shown. And it goes through what large size notes are, demand notes. Then you talk about legal tenders. Then it'll go into silver certificates. Let's see, interest-bearing notes. There's the silver certificate section. And it goes through each section, well, like silver certificates, for instance. Let's flip there. Here we go. Silver certificates. Each section will start off with the lowest denomination in the oldest year, and it'll go through all of those denominations. So the very first silver certificate, as you can see here, would be the Martha Washington. This is 1886. Follow that one up with the educational series in 1896, quickly replaced in 1899 with the Black Eagle. Then you're going to get the horse blanket. And then it goes to the next denomination, the $2 denominations. So once again, every single chapter starts that way. Now, another cool thing about this is the way that they've got everything priced. They show you all the different signature combinations, and then they give you an idea of price for each of the different categories as far as grading goes. Now, the prices aren't exactly right, but this is how I use the pricing. If I'm looking at this particular note, 1923 horse blanket, for instance, when I see this note, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at whatever price they list first. So this is for VG8. And whatever price they list first, that's my starting point. Now, if the note has serious issues, if there's a tear, if there's a hole, if there's ink, if there's something wrong with it, then I start subtracting from this price. But the better that note looks, the more I'll be adding to this price when it comes to what I want to actually pay for that particular note. So does it tell you specifically? Yeah, it does give you specific prices for specific grades. The question then becomes, how accurate is that? Well, with a guide like this, that's exactly what it is. It's a guide. It gives you a general idea of what those prices could be. So that way you know that you're at least in the right neighborhood. You're not going to pay $500 for a note that's only worth $100. You may pay $450 for a note that's worth $400. Okay, well, that's in the ballpark. But that's what this is going to do. This is going to put you at least in the ballpark of different things. I refer to this book almost every single time I make a purchase, just to make sure that I am getting in the right time zone as far as what price should be. And that's exactly what this is. This is a guide. Now, with the amount of notes that are listed in here and the full color pictures, I've already seen notes that I would have bought, but because of referring to the book, I decided, well, something doesn't look right with that. I'm going to step away from that. So things like that will help you out when you're at shows, when you're at shops, when you're just checking out other people's collections. If somebody wants to sell something, you can always match the book up specifically. You know, here's the fractional currencies. There have been counterfeit fractionals. You want to know what to look for. Well, here's what the original looks like. You can put them up side by side. I just flipped open to this page and I recognize this note right here. This 25-cent fractional I have seen on eBay with ridiculously dark black borders. Never seen that before. The price on it was really cheap compared to what it was worth. And with those really thick black borders that I had never seen before, I was doubting whether it was real. So I passed on it. So it's always great to have some kind of reference, full color reference, front and back of the note, to help you decide if you are comfortable purchasing a particular note. So I can't stress enough how much I like this. This one is the 21st edition. As far as I know, as of January 2021, this is the most current edition. I have not found a newer one. I don't know how much the prices change from one to another. This one was published in 2017, so the prices are slightly outdated, but the prices were slightly high for 2017. So prices are starting to come into play now. They're a lot closer to what they are in the book nowadays than what they were when the book was first published. So if you're looking to get yourself a legitimate guide to be carrying with you at all times when you're at shows, this is a great one to have. It's a little on the big side. That's one of the downsides of it. It's a little big. It's a little bulky. It's not as handy as carrying around a red book, but it is invaluable when it comes to the information inside. So that's the book that I've got for you guys. Paper Money of the United States. My favorite book as far as regarding paper money. It's always good to have multiple sources. This is always my first source, and I will check with other sources just to verify everything. Never had a problem, though, with anything this book has said. So that's what I've got for you guys this week. I hope it helps you out. This book's readily available on eBay, on Amazon. If you don't have one, I really recommend getting one. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.